Check it. Alright, what's up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're talking about SPY, AMC, and GME. I'm going to talk about the current market crash that I do believe is coming, how liquidity is going to be affecting AMC and GME, where I think they are going in the future. We're also going to be looking at random penny stocks that are pumping because of liquidity and margin that is needed. We're going to be talking about all of this and more in this video. You do not want to miss a second of this update. It's filled with information that you need to know if you hold meme stocks or play in the stock market. Let's go ahead and hop into the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're looking at SPY, AMC, and GME. There is a lot going on in the market and a lot to talk about. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now let's go ahead and hop into the charts and show you guys what I'm doing with my portfolio and my predictions for the market, as we are seeing chaos in the market, SPY starting to show major weakness, and the meme stocks starting to pull back, while we're seeing massive pumps in penny stocks like SNMP and TUP. Massive penny stocks pumping to the moon. I do think this is a liquidity push. They are trying to pump these stocks because SPY is starting to pull back, and this is going to cause major problems for the hedge funds. Margin calls are going to start coming in when SPY starts pulling back. They were able to meet the margin because SPY was steadily rising every single day. Stocks were steadily rising every single day, but now that they're starting to show weakness, there's going to be a major problem. So let's talk about this and what I think is going to be happening. So as you guys can see, I called out a head and shoulders pattern here on SPY in my last video. This is the price path and prediction that I do think SPY is going to be following. You guys can see that we have a shoulder right here, a head forming right here, and then potentially another shoulder forming right here. Once we get a push to the downside, find support, and then get a bounce, eventually capitulating to the downside, playing out the head and shoulders that I do think is forming. We also have more signs that bearishness is coming into the market. We can see this huge bearish engulfing candle here on the daily time frame. We can also see that volume is starting to go to the downside. As you guys can see, volume trending to the downside. Look at the moving average, the blue line trending to the downside. Also, we have a bearish cross on the MACD, and then RSI is overbought on every single metric. Again, I called out 460, 455 as the top months ago, letting everyone know where the peak of this rally would be, and it looks like that call was very, very accurate and precise. If you go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see that we're getting a sell signal as well on the 4-hour time frame. More indications that we're going to see bearishness to the downside. Right here is that 4-hour time frame giving a fresh sell signal, and I do think we're starting to show weakness on SPY as volume dies out and we are seeing bearish crosses in the 4-hour and daily time frame. Again, I do think we're going to start moving to the downside, finding support around 453, getting a bounce from there, finally filling out our shoulder, and then capitulating to the downside. So we could see that here in the next couple of days. We will track this on the video and movies, or in the video on the channel, and let you guys know how accurate this prediction ends up being. But this is what I do have predicted as of now. Now we can see there's multiple gap fills down here to the downside as well. Again, gaps get filled on indices. There's multiple indications that we're about to see a major correction here on SPY, and I think the market is actually about to see a major crash. I think we're actually about to see a crash on SPY, possibly unlike anything we have ever seen in the stock market. I don't want to get people crazy scared or anything like that, but I think we're about to see a crazy correction here on SPY. Again, I would gladly be wrong, but I think we're about to see insane lows here on SPY, a actual crash on SPY. But that is what I'm looking at as of now. We will be tracking and updating you guys on the news and important information day by day, but I wanted to get on this video and let everyone know what was going on, because we are seeing weakness in the meme stocks as well, and I wanted to explain how the crash will actually help meme stocks and what we can expect from AMC, GME, and the meme stocks. So the first thing I want to point out is, again, they are pumping penny stocks and multiple stocks, low cap stocks, for money right now. Again, we're seeing pumps in SNMP, TUP, and multiple other stocks. This is a grab for liquidity. Why do they need liquidity? Why do they need cash? Because they are about to get margin called, because the SPY is moving to the downside, and tech mostly tech, especially tech, is moving to the downside. So tech is used as collateral for AMC shorts. When you see tech start to pull back, that puts pressure on the hedge funds. That means margin calls will start to come in. They use these as collateral to get shorts for AMC. So when you see pullback on that, it's going to have a positive effect on AMC, relieving some of the short pressure that we see on AMC, and you're going to start to see AMC move up. But because the SPY is so powerful and because the SPY is the actual market, it's the overall market, of course, we're going to see some pullback at first. So GME likes to follow the SPY a lot more than AMC. So GME follows the SPY. The beta is a little bit higher for GME than it is on SPY. GME likes to follow SPY a little bit more, and we are seeing that correlate right now as GME is down 2.61% on the day. A lot of people are saying GME is dead, GME is over. Listen, GME is on the same algo as AMC. If you see GME start to pull back, AMC is going to start to pull back hard. If you see GME start to rip, AMC is going to start to rip hard. If you see AMC start to rip, GME is going to start to rip hard. And again, vice versa. They are on the same exact algo. Yes, they can fluctuate and vary a little bit and a tad here and there, but for the most part, they track exactly the same. And we can see that with the algo patterns and the fractals that we constantly use and the technical analysis that we see. Now, where I think GME is going to be finding a bottom is around this 2150 area, and it does look like we are forming a bottom right there. The important thing for GME is to hold this macro line of support. This turquoise line right here is the line that we need to hold as support. That line is currently at $21. So GME could pull back all the way to $21, retesting macro sloping resistance as support as it has tested so many times before and bounced back. Finally getting the spring we need to bounce to the upside to get that macro play out of this bigger falling wedge that we are looking for. Now we do have Bollinger Band starting to constrict. Volatility is building up, and I do think we could see this move potentially on AMC or GME within a couple of weeks. As crazy as that sounds, I do believe we could see this actually within a couple of weeks as we are testing this resistance one final time. Get that pushed upside, and again, playing out the macro falling wedge. It takes time. It's repetitive. I have to say the same thing over and over and over again every day. As you guys can see, this is a big wedge. This has been resistance for 2 years. We finally broke above it about 2 months ago, and I've been using it as support. We're confirming it as support, and once confirmed, we will get that push to the upside. And again, I think that is coming soon based off what I'm seeing with AMC as well. So AMC is set up for a beautiful run. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on for AMC, why AMC is bullish, why I think we're going to see more upside, and where I think AMC is going to be heading into the future. So we can see right here, we do have a buy signal here on the daily time frame. This buy signal has not faded yet. Okay, so we have a buy signal out of a breakout of a wedge. So you see this wedge right here. This was the breakout. This big push to the upside was the breakout of this wedge, retesting $6.20, which you go back on my videos and check. I have told you guys, once we break out of this wedge, we're going to hit $6.20. That's exactly what we did. We retested $6.20, came back down to $4.50 and found support, making a double bottom off of $4.50. This is key to acknowledge, the double bottom off of $4.50, which is extremely, extremely bullish. We got a beautiful bounce off of that, and we are starting to head to the upside. Now, for the barge pattern to continue to play out, we need to see this thing continue pushing to the upside. So we want to see this thing start to move to the upside very, very soon within the next day or two to continue tracking out the barge pattern. I do believe we are in the second iteration of the squeeze cycle, and I am expecting more upside from AMC. And why do I expect that? Again, we want to use technical analysis and the barge pattern, not just one or the other. You need to use both to make sure that you have confluence, to make sure that your choices and predictions are going to be accurate. And that's exactly what we're doing. Look at the barge pattern calling for upside. Now let's see if we can see any technical analysis that is saying the same thing. So again, we have this buy signal here on the daily time frame. We also have a buy signal on the 4-hour time frame, and we have a fresh buy signal here on the 2-hour time frame. As you guys can see, it switched to a sell signal, getting that double bottom off of $4.50. Then we have this buy signal here. Now, what I expect from AMC today is consolidation or a possible push to the upside. Yes, we are seeing a little bit of downside due to the market pulling us down, but we are holding key levels of support. And again, the AMC and GME are going to move down with the market until they don't. The market going down is going to help AMC and GME. I've done multiple videos showing how the market crash, the lack of liquidity, and the margin calls will cause AMC and GME to squeeze. We also have several other major catalysts coming up for AMC with Judge Zern's decision, which I do think will be a positive decision, and we also have positive earnings coming out. I do think this earnings is going to be extremely positive as we're seeing crazy numbers in the box office with the Barbie movie and Oppenheimer. Again, I think we're about to see an incredible earnings, both possible positive catalysts for AMC to see the second iteration of the squeeze event, which I do think is going to be playing out. I do think we are in the squeeze cycle right now. If we look at the Bollinger Bands, they are constricting here on the hourly time frame. I do think we're going to see a large rapid push to the upside. Again, why do I think this? Confluence and confirmation, looking at the technical analysis, buy signals, also the double bottom playing out, and we have bullishness building here on the bigger time frames. Again, Bollinger Bands starting to constrict, letting us know volatility is building and a bigger move will be coming. We also have this bullish cross here on the 4-hour time frame, again showing you that bullish momentum is building up, letting us know that we're about to see a retest of higher highs. I do think we're going to come back up and retest this $8 golden zone, and once we get past that $8 golden zone, we can see this thing absolutely go soaring. Why do I say that? Because this is a strong resistance. So once you break a strong resistance, which we have retested several times now, we retested it here, then we retested it twice in after hours down here. So we retested it 3 times as of late after breaking out of this wedge, which this wedge is calling for more upside. This macro wedge here is calling for more upside. We are also working on a macro double bottom. So right here is bottom number 1. Right here is bottom number 2. And you can see this rounded bottom formation that is going to be playing out. Once AMC blasts up to this golden zone, this is a strong resistance point. Once we break this resistance point, as every time we test it, you see we get rejected from it, and we get rejected from it strong. You see a big rejection from it when we come up to $8 and do not break it. What happens when we break $8? We're going to go flying. We're going to get a strong push to the upside. When we break above $8 to $12, come back down using it as support. So let's go ahead and show you what that would look like. Again, we need to break above these key levels of the golden zone, come back down, use it, confirm it as support wherever that level will be, $8 to $12, and then you will see this thing get a very positive push to the upside, and that is going to be absolutely devastating for shorts, causing a chain reaction of FOMO, gamma, and shorts covering, which will take us to all-time highs, legacy shorts covered, the bigger short positions, and we see the actual MOAS. So this is how I do think the MOAS will play out. We just need to break this golden zone, which will cause a chain reaction, which will be devastating for the shorts, and they need money bad right now. With the banking crisis, with the rates being raised, with everything going on, you have to look at the bigger picture, the macro economy, because AMC is tied into this whole thing. I actually think that the AMC is going to be the same thing as 2008. So and the same thing that mortgage-backed securities were in 2008. I think AMC is the toxic asset that so let me go ahead and clarify my thoughts. So I believe that AMC is the toxic asset for this crash, the same way that mortgage-backed securities were a toxic asset in 2008. I do believe that AMC is actually that deeply ingrained into the economy that we're going to see this thing actually cause a overall crash, and it's going to be the AMC short shares. Now, they might not say that, but I do believe that AMC is the toxic asset for this collapse that we are going to see. And I believe that it's actually coming up very, very soon. And this is why we're going to see the MOAS. And the MOAS is actually going to be the trigger for that. As crazy as all that sounds, I do believe, based off of all my research of studying the stock for 3 years, that that's how deeply ingrained this is. And that's why they had special protections to not let this run. And that's why the SEC doesn't look at it. The DTCC doesn't look at it. No, everyone ignores the FTDs. Everyone ignores the threshold security list. Look at the FTDs we have right now. That is why, because this thing is way bigger than anyone could ever imagine. Okay, look at these FTDs. This recent FTD data that we got is absolutely insane. FTDs flying to the roof. We have crazy amounts of FTDs, and this is why I think the run is going to be bigger as well. We can see that FTDs are still racking up because we're still on the threshold security list. Cost of borrow rate sitting at 149%, and short interest is sitting at all-time highs at 29.05%. Again, when we start running and break past that golden zone, it's going to be crazy. it is gonna be crazy. All right, so this is what I'm looking at for AMC on the short and long term. I do think we're going to see bullishness here throughout the next couple of days, start moving to the upside. When more TA comes out, I will give you guys more updates, but again, we just need to break this golden zone and stay focused on the macro. I think we are in a squeeze cycle. We have multiple catalysts coming up. We are good. We have multiple catalysts coming up. We're in the squeeze cycle. This is the time. AMC's primed to rip, and we are going to go. We can see that Bollinger Bands are starting to constrict, multiple indications that we are primed up and ready. All we need is that catalyst from Zern, the positive earnings, the banks to crash. Any of these things could cause AMC to soar to the moon. So this is your update for today. I will be dropping more updates later today, but I wanted to get this video out there because there's a lot of craziness going on in the markets. I wanted to let everyone know that GME and AMC are in the same algo. GME is going to be fine. I do think GME is going to bottom out around 22 to 20. So $22 to $22.50. GME is working on a macro setup. We just need to hold support. Everything's good for GME. AMC looks good. We're golden. Stocks are about to fall as well. So guys, this is the video. If you found it informative, all you have to do is drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you that do so. If you want to support me, all you have to do is drop a like, leave a comment. That's a great way to help the video get seen by more people. Also, sharing the video helps as well. Share the video on Twitter, share the video with your friends. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that do that. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, that was the video. I appreciate each and every one of you that made it to the end. As always, I hope you're having a great day. Have fun, stay safe. I do have a Discord that you can join. It's $50 for a lifetime invite. All you have to do is hit me up on my Instagram or Twitter, link down below. Hit me up, pay $50 via PayPal or Cash App. Then you can get into a great community. We talk about stocks, cryptos, trades all day long. I go live, give minute-by-minute updates and technical analysis on the stock market, and post all of my information in the Discord. So if you want to join that community, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, link down below. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you that made it to the end of this video. Have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.